Fee, fi, fo, fum. Who goes there? My last wish is to set you free from this lamp.
Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to week 2 of Panto month for Creative Remedies Performing Arts with me, Gemma, and Katie, of course. I'm here with my lovely Christmas tree today because I'm feeling very festive this month and hope you are as well. So this week is we're going to be focusing more on the structure of classic pantomime, the beginning, the middle and the end, what usually happens, and we're going to hand over to you to do some improvisation of different characters and different sections of different pantomimes. So lots to get through. So I'm going to first of all hand you over to Katie, who's going to get your imaginations going.
Thank you very much, Lady Gemma. So it's second week of Panto month and we're going to get started by warming up our bodies and warming up our imagination. And how we are going to do this is we're going to imagine in front of us a huge mound of brilliant things. And all we need to do is reach into that mound and we're going to bring out something and we're going to take our time and let that thing develop, and we are then going to do maybe a little action to symbolise what we have pulled out of our imagination mound. Okay, I'll do an example for you. Here goes. So we are reaching, we're maybe just stretching our muscles in our arms. Oh, I'm going to grab something over there. Oh, there you go. And I found this, and here it goes. Oh, and it's a nice woolly hat with a good pom-pom on the top. Oh, that'll keep me nice and warm. Okay, I'll do another one for you as an example. Here goes. So I'm reaching in to this mound, oh, maybe down there. Oh, there you, I've got, wow. It's a little tiny rabbit. Oh, it's lovely, and it's got lovely soft ears. It's got a little twitchy nose. Oh, I'll put that down so we can go and have a little run away. There you go. Okay, so now it's your turn. So here goes. So reach forward into the mound. It could be in any direction, giving ourselves a lovely little stretch as we do that. And find something in the mound and bring that close to you and just allow it to develop, whatever it could be. I'm intrigued to know what's coming out of the imagination mound for you. And really take your time to see what it is. Brilliant. Okay, I'll do another one. Here goes. So I'm reaching in. Oh, nice. Oh, here we go. Now, here we have some, I'm just going to put them around here, some lovely sparkly lights that I'm going to put on a Christmas tree. There we go. I'm going to plug them on. There we go. Bing. The lights come on. So now it's your turn. Have a real good stretch into that mound. See what you can find. Anything could be there. Absolutely anything. Have a little reach. Bring whatever it is. Let your mind really see that, whatever it is that you're pulling out. Brilliant. And you can do that as many times as you want. Let's really get our imaginations running wild. Okay, brilliant. Now I'm going to pass you back to Lady Gemma.
Excellent, fantastic. Okay, so now I've got a little warm up for our minds. I know that was a bit physical that you did what you did with Katie. This is a little bit of a mind warm up, and it's going to be the game that we've played quite a lot through this video sessions. It's the A to Z game, and we're going to play against each other. We're going to take a letter each, go through the alphabet, and the theme this week, of course, is Christmas. So we'll start with A. I'm going to come up with a word that is linked to Christmas. Pass over to you, you're going to be B, and so on. Okay. I haven't practiced, I promise. So we'll see how we get on. So I'll start with A. Angels. So you are B. Think of a word related to Christmas starting with the letter B. Excellent. I'm going to be C. I'm going to say crackers. Yes, crackers. D, that's you. E is me. Ooh. stuck already. Eggs, that's Easter, isn't it? Gosh. I tell you, I don't practice. I definitely don't practice. Eating. A lot of eating happens. Christmas, I've done my fair share already. F, that's over to you. Okay, G is me. I'm probably missing so many good ones. Greetings. Seasons. Greetings. There we go. H, that's over to you. I am going to say, for I, we'll say icicles, because we often have colder weather around Christmas. J is for you. K is mine. Okay, is a bit tricky. What can I say for K? You're probably all shouting them. Knitwear. There we go. Festive knitwear, usually. Gosh, I'm struggling here. K, I can't even think of the alphabet now. J, K, L. You know what you're doing probably far better than I do. Excellent. M is mine. I'm going to say mulled wine. I'm not having any of that at the moment, but I love that at Christmas. N. O for me, it's going to be, I'm going to say oranges, because that's quite a traditional gift, I think, for Christmas. Don't know if you use that or have that, but I'm getting away with it. Oranges. P is yours. This is a great one for this, obviously, I think. Q for me, I'm going to say Queen, because she does a speech every Christmas day. There we go. Q, R for you. S is me. I'm going to say singing. And we're sadly not able to do it in the same way this year, but there's often lots of singing, and hopefully in your own homes with your own bubbles you're having a little sing song. Yes, T, over to you. T is a good one. Don't want to give anything away. It's T. U for me. U. This could stop us in our tracks, actually. Under the mistletoe. Can I get away with that? Under the mistletoe. V for you. It's a tough one. Good luck with that one. I'm sure some people have got one. If you've got a V, please write it underneath in the comments. I'm dying to know what it is. What's the V? Christmas related. W is for me. I'm going to say W is for I felt like I just had one. Wishing for things and hoping and Christmas wishes. I'm being quite loose, I'm afraid. X, it's tough. It's really tough. You can be as creative as you like with that as well. Y is mine. Yuletide. There we go. Z, you've got Z. Oh, it's tough. It's a tough one. I'm sure you've got something. If you haven't, don't worry. I'm sure you did really well. Give yourselves a round of applause. Whew, there was a little pressure there, I thought. I actually struggled with a couple of those, so well done if you got all of yours right. And even if you didn't, very well done as well. Okay, so let me just grab my notes, see what we're going to do next. Yes, of course. So we're starting now to think, we've warmed up ourselves physically, mentally, going to start thinking about pantomime and the classic sort of structure. And as with any story, it has a beginning, a middle and an end. And we're going to look at 3 different pantomimes. Well, we'll use those as examples, but it'll then be down to you to create a still image or a statue of the beginning, the middle and the end, okay? So how we do a statue, we use our whole bodies, make sure as much of our body and our face can be involved as possible to create whatever you are showing in your still image. I or Katie will count you in, so it'll go 3, 2, 1, freeze, and then you hold your statue. So the beginning of the pantomime, generally, we sort of have a character that's a bit down on their luck. If you think of lots of classic pantos, it generally starts with a character that we all like and is warm and friendly and nice, but they're down on the luck. So for example, Cinderella, she's cleaning up, she's down on her luck, she gets bossed around, she's got to do all the chores. Jack and the Beanstalk, down on his luck, they've not got a lot of money, he's got to sell his favourite cow. And Aladdin, absolutely down on his luck, got nowhere to live, no friends really, and he's resorted to even having to steal things to get by, so pretty down on his luck. So I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, freeze, and you're going to create a still image of, it could be one of those, Cinder's, Jack or Aladdin, or it could be a different pantomime, or it could just be you showing us a statue of somebody down on their luck. So that could just be, for example, so using your face, your body language to show us a character that's down on the luck. It doesn't need to be a specific pantomime. It could just be this is the start of Panto, okay? Don't worry, it's going to get better. Of course it is. In 3, 2, 1, freeze. Okay, so whatever your freeze might be, you could be actually being Cinderella, you could be being Jack, you could be being Aladdin, or like running away, whatever you're doing. Fantastic. Down on your luck at the beginning of Panto. Excellent. Relax your freeze frame. I'm going to whiz you over to Katie, and she's going to talk about the middle.
Hello again. So we are now going to concentrate on the middle bit of the pantomime. Now this is where the magic can happen, whether the fairy conjures up something magical or, well, let's get started. We've been talking about 3 different pantomimes. We're talking about Jack and the Beanstalk, Cinderella and Aladdin. Okay, so in the middle of Jack and the Beanstalk, quite a magical thing happens. Jack has his beans and he throws them into the garden and the huge beanstalk grows up. Okay, so now we are going to do our frozen image to really show this part of the pantomime. Okay, so really using our bodies and having to think how we can be so amazed that this beanstalk has grown in our back garden. Okay, are we ready? So 3, 2, 1, freeze. And it could be that there's a huge beanstalk. It's going right up into the sky and you're really looking to see what's up there. Amazing. I would love to be able to see your frozen images, but we can't at the moment. Okay, so our next one, the middle of the pantomime of Cinderella. Oh, now this is where a lot of magic happens, where the fairy godmother, she changes the pumpkin into a carriage, Cinderella's dress for the ball. Oh, loads can happen. So really have a think at which part of that you would love to do a frozen image. It could be the little mouse turning into the footman. It could be Cinderella with her dress. You could be the star of the show. You could be the fairy godmother actually doing all the magic. There's a huge array of frozen images you could be creating for this section of the pantomime. Okay, so let's count down. Have a real good think of what you would like to do with this frozen image. Okay, so Cinderella. 3, 2, 1, and freeze. I think I'd be the fairy godmother. I love that. I love that character. Okay, so have a real good think of your frozen image. Amazing, brilliant. Okay, now our third one is Aladdin. Now in Aladdin, he's gone down the cave. Ebenezer's made him go down to the cave to collect the genie in the lamp, or he doesn't know the genie's in there, but he's just going to collect what he thinks is just a rusty old lamp. And when he gets out, and at the middle of the pantomime is where he flies in the carpet. Okay, so you could be Aladdin flying on the carpet and you can see lots of things down below you. You could be absolutely amazed at what you found down there, because there was lots of gold, but you came back with the lamp that is going to produce lots of the magic. Okay, so let's have a frozen image for this picture of Aladdin. There's lots to choose from there. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, and freeze. You could be Aladdin on the carpet, like I say, or something to do with the lamp. Brilliant. Fantastic. So that is our middle section. What happens, all the magical moments potentially that happens in our pantomime. And I'm going to pass you back to Lady Gemma.
Excellent. So we've had the beginning, the middle, and now we jump to the end, of course. And at the end of Panto, good conquers evil. Happiness prevails, there's a celebration, it's always a happy ending at the end of the Panto, and good always wins. So for example, with Cinderella, she finds her prince, the glass slipper fits, and is a happy ending. With Jack, he defeats the giant, and he doesn't have his money worries anymore because he's got the golden egg. And who else were we looking at? Aladdin, of course. Aladdin gets his princess and he releases the genie. So loads of happy things happen at the end. So again, you're going to do a statue of, could be one of those characters, a different character, or just the happiness, the celebration, the good defeating evil. Okay? So one final statue to create. 3, 2, 1, freeze. Make sure your whole body and your face and every part of your body is involved in this still image. The end of Panto. Excellent, and relax. Fantastic, really good. Next, we're going to give you the opportunity to be the characters in the pantomime scene, basically. Do some improvisation. So far we've just shown it physically. Now you're going to talk and be those characters in those scenes. So it's going to be one of those activities where you're going to hear a starter line of a scene, you press pause on your video and you continue that scene. You can do a couple of lines, you can do a full monologue. It's completely up to you. But when you're finished and you're ready, turn the video back on and we'll move on to the next bit. So we're going to start off with Cinderella, and we are going to have the first scene. So we're starting at the beginning, this down on their luck setup. We've got a scene between Cinderella and the wicked stepmom. Now Katie is going to play Cinderella. She's going to deliver you the first line of the scene. You are going to play the wicked stepmother, okay? So before you hear the line, you might want to think a bit about how does the wicked stepmother hold her body? What is her body language like? What is her face like? And don't worry, male, female, anyone can play any of these characters, okay? So we're going to meet them. This is the very beginning of the panto. We're going to meet Cinderella when she's down on luck right at the beginning, and she has a question for the wicked stepmother. Okay, so when you're ready for the line, I'll pass you over to Katie. So you can press pause and have a little think about it. But when you're ready, Katie's going to give you the Cinderella line, and you're going to be the wicked stepmother, and you're going to improvise. Just press pause on your video and play again when you've finished. Good luck.
I finished brushing the hearth. Have you got any more chores for me, wicked stepmother?
Excellent. I bet there were some amazing wicked stepmothers out there. I'd really love to have seen what you were saying back to poor Cinders at the beginning. Okay, we're jumping now to the middle of pantomime. If you remember when Katie talked to us about it, that was where the magic happens. And we've looked at Cinderella, now let's look at Jack and the Beanstalk. So in the middle of Jack and the Beanstalk, the magic is the beanstalk has just grown, okay? So the magic is the beanstalk growing, and you're going to play Jack. You're going to imagine that you've just climbed that beanstalk for the first time, no idea what to expect. Katie is going to play the giant. She's going to deliver you a line, and then it's up to you to improvise the rest of that scene, okay? Again, it can be short or it can be long, whatever you want to do. Bring some action into it. Think about how Jack might react. He was not expecting what he sees, okay? So, when you're ready, Katie will give you the first line of the scene. Then you press pause and you carry on that scene however you like. Off you go.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Who goes there?
Amazing, amazing. I bet there was some brilliant scenes there of Jack fleeing the giant, or maybe standing up to him. I don't know, you can play Jack however you want. Final scene then for you to improvise is going to come from Aladdin, and it's the end of Panto. And if you remember, that was when good defeats evil. There's a celebration, it's always a happy ending. You're going to play the genie, okay? And Katie is going to play Aladdin, and he's about to make his final wish. When you're ready, Katie will give you the first line, okay? So you can press pause, have a think about, you're at the end of Aladdin. He's been through a lot, but you're the genie, and Aladdin is about to make his final wish. Off you go.
My last wish is to set you free from this lamp.
Lovely, fantastic. A real happy ending there with the genie being released, being free, and you guys expressing your joy, hopefully, about how happy the genie was to be part of that final wish. Well done, we've covered quite a lot there. A couple of options for you if you're still dying to do a bit more drama. You can always rewind and do that again. Try some different reactions to Katie's lines. Or if you felt like you wanted to, you could write down a little script for what could happen. So maybe remembering what you said, write it down into a monologue, or go back, hear Katie's line, add in some more lines for Cinderella, or for the giant, or for Aladdin. Make a little script of those scenes. I'm going to hand you over to Katie now to finish up our session. Thank you.
So, that was the second week of Panto month. We've looked at loads of different things there, so well done if you joined in with everything. And there's things there that you can do again and again, like the imagination mound, or we can do some still images, thinking about the beginning and the middle and the end of your favourite pantomime. We might not have covered your favourite pantomime. So, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.
Thanks so much again for taking part, and have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye.